Hello world, and welcome to the Common Sense Man's News and Talk Show here on this thirsty Thursday, last day of the month, February 20th, 2019. This is a show where we discuss news from various news sources via the internet, discuss them in a common sense way, trying to bring the left, the right, the left together on just about everything you think of it. And please email me your suggestions to commonsenseman@gmail.com. That's common with a K, or call in, Skype, cell, landline, satellite link, 805-994-0606. And if you're out of the United States, dial a 1 before that, or maybe 001, I'm not sure, but look it up. All right, let's get started. We're going to start with Fox News. I'm a little late today. I was having some lighting issues with my background, but now we're back, starting with Fox News, and it says, "I'm not a prop." And it has a picture of, I don't even know her name, it doesn't say on here, but the African-American Trump backer blasts Dem Representatives Tlaib for saying Meadows used her in Cohen hearing, and I guess that's her last name, Meadows. And as you read the article, she says I guess she's from Alabama, that she wouldn't work for a racist. Well, I got news for you, and I'm not saying I think he is actually, but I got news for you. You may not know people are racist. You don't have to necessarily know people are racist. They could just be a lot of people that you know probably are racist and you don't even know it. You have to listen to when they talk. Maybe when they're not talking to you, they're talking to other people that are like-minded mind-minded. Yeah. So anyways, you may not know you're working for a racist, but I'm making my judgment on my common sense, and not from anyone telling me, but from actually watching video news clips of him, which I think is real news when they film somebody, unless they're doing something with his lips. But there's just the stuff he says, I guarantee you pretty much the guy's racist. But anyways, we'll move on. Going over to CNN, Cohen hints at hazardous legal future for Trump. The president's former fixer said there was a rule everyone around Trump understood, and now he's breaking it. So read that article right there. It goes on to say, you know, he runs a mafia-style regimen, and I believe it. And again, that's me making my own opinion on that just by watching news clips of the guy. Really, the way he talks, come on, that's just common sense stuff to realize that he is probably everything you think he is, unless of course you're a Fox News right-winger. Then obviously you don't believe anything. You think Cohen is a liar, which, you know what, could be, but I already knew that he was what he said he was. Does that make sense? I don't know. Going over to CNBC, here's good news. Good thing. Now, is it Trump behind this? I don't know. I hope it is. You know, again, I always hope for the best for this country. Fourth quarter GDP increases 2.6%, better than expected. The growth came amid a bevy of uncertainty and a time when stock market briefly slid into bear market territory. There you go. Now this one's a new one. It just came up on USA Today. I don't know much about it, didn't read into it, but son killed by cartel, father must choose, move or die. There's an article on that. I'm not sure what that's all about, but if you want to, you can go check that out. I move over to the BBC. Now I think this is the big news here, and it's surprising it's not big news on the other ones. I think like CNN stuff, like Fox News, both of them are more at attacking each other politically, making everything a political bullshit thing, where like BBC I think is a little bit better, so it's like USA Today, a little more neutral maybe, I guess, I don't know. But BBC, Trump-Kim talks break down over sanctions. The U.S. president says talks ended without agreement after North Korea asked for full sanctions relief, which the president said, we ain't doing. And you know what, see, now here is where, whether you're left, right, up, down, or middle, I think this is where Trump shines, in my opinion. Situations like this where he could be that freaking kind of like a prick, kind of like, you know what, fuck you. Because I think that's probably what needs to be done with this Kim, is like, you know what, we ain't going to bend over that easy. When you start doing your shit, we'll start easing up on the sanctions, and when you get all your stuff done, we'll release all the sanctions. That's probably how it should work. So shout out to Trump if that's what he's up to. He may be up to something totally different. Going to MSNBC, GOP took a step closer to political oblivion on Wednesday. Joe Scarborough weighs in on how Republican House members handled Wednesday's hearing with former Trump attorney Michael Cohen. So there you go. If you want to read that, go check it out. ESPN, hey, big news this weekend starting today, I believe. NFL Combine, that's like, you know, because everybody loves the NFL. I don't care what people think, the flags, you know, the kneeling down, all that. You still like the NFL. It's still the most popular thing because a lot of us don't give a shit. We don't give a shit. We don't give a shit about the protests and all that. Who gives a shit? We don't care. I like watching football, like most people. But the big news coming out so far out of the Combine is quarterback Kyler Murray measures 5'10" That's official. That's his official height. So some people are saying 5'9", but well, there you go. He's over 5'10". Still, he would be the shortest quarterback next to Russell Wilson to ever play in the NFL or start. There you go, or be taken in the first round or something like that. But anyways, go check that out. And on this date, February 28, 2010, sad day for the U.S. when they lost the gold medal in Vancouver. I was actually in Vancouver for those Olympics, and that was sad, but I was back here for that. Go over to TMZ. Luke Perry suffers stroke, hospitalized in L.A. Read that. I mean, I haven't seen him in the news in a while. But here you go for you Kardashian and all that stuff. Tristan Thompson out with hot chick and teammate. He's the third wheel. There you go if you want to read about that. And actually, if that's a picture of her, she is pretty out. She looks freaking tall, unless those are just high heels. But he's tall, I remember. And here we go, last but not least on TMZ, Jordyn Woods. I went to Jada because Kardashians were out to ruin me. She went to Jada, that's Jada Pinkett Smith, because she thinks that Kardashians out to ruin her. And someone let me know, what is Jordyn Woods? What is she? I mean, how does she get to where she is? Is she like a singer, a rapper? Is she famous? I mean, what does she do? Or is she just friends with the Kardashians that made her famous? I'm just curious about that. Why the hell would anyone give a shit about her if that's just it? Yeah, some people just gotta get a life. Sorry. No offense. Moving over to travel leisure. There's really not happening to travel leisure, but if you are a space traveler, astronomer type person, Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter team up to show a rare show of the moon. Here's how to see it. I actually saw it this morning. I read the article. It's to see a crescent, this beautiful crescent of the moon. Or you have to be up early in the morning. I just happened to use the restroom and look out my window because it faces towards there, and I saw it just beyond the fog and the clouds, this nice crescent moon. I said, wow, that looks kind of nice. So if you want to read about that, go to Travel Leisure Magazine. That's going to end it for today. We're going to do our one last little thing from Facebook, and this is Proud Liberal Americans. Liberal and Proud Outfit? I'm not sure how to read that, but it's a Facebook page. And it's a picture of Jesus holding a little kid with people around him listening to him. And it says, big bold up on top, I never told you to hate anybody. I don't care where they're from, what they look like, who they're in love with, or who they worship. Why is this so difficult? So there you go. It's really that basic right there. It's all summed up right there, people. Everybody. It's summed up right there. Be nice to people. You know, and you Republicans, right-wingers that try to be so religious and stuff, and it's really right here. It says it right there. Go with it. That's going to end it for today. Thirsty Thursday. Go out, have some drinks with your coworkers, or take your family out. Go do something. It's Thirsty Thursday. Go have a beer if you drink beer, or go have a glass of wine, whatever. But that's going to end it for this show. Please subscribe to my channel, the Kommon Sense News and Talk Show here on the YouTube, and we'll see you on Friday. Ciao.